Guys, this is Rodney Pylant. Rodney was basically the father of Bella. He was in love with her, and that was his best friend. Shot in cold blood by Deputy Hutto of the Walton County Sheriff's Department, which they've taken no accountability for. I had to drag his wife, Michelle, into their office for them to make an apology. The sheriff lied on his live stream about everything, and Rodney's going to tell you about it. So first off, Rodney, we know that Deputy Hutto was transferred down to South Walton. Do you think the residents there are safe from him? And do you believe that people in that community and their pets will be safe from his anger and hostility towards pets? How do you feel about the residents being safe in that community in South Walton, knowing Deputy Hutto was transferred there?
I feel like at this point, what's safe in Walton County, period? I mean, of course they're not safe. I mean, they came on a private property. I mean, yeah, my house was on fire, and they just murdered my dog for no reason, then lied about it, laughed about it. So no, their pets aren't safe. The people, I'm not so sure of, because I'm still kind of iffy about all, their character in that aspect. But yeah, their pets, definitely not safe at all. They have no problem shooting their animals or whatever the hell they got to do whatever they want to do, and that's just the way it goes. Attitude reflects leadership, and it all rolls from the top.
So there's been no accountability from Fire Chief Griggs.
No. He was cold to tell that night, the night it happened, and ain't got no accountability from him whatsoever.
In the media, we haven't heard anything about him ordering the execution of Bella.
Nope. He's just as much guilty as everybody else. He might as well pull the trigger himself.
That's correct.
He's the one that wanted her dead so bad.
Right.
You know, and then, wow, what did she do to anybody? She wasn't hurting nobody. She's 30 feet away from him when they shot her. He lured her in after he said, well, they was attacking him. He lured her in. He said it in the damn video. I mean, they thought that was funny. Why'd they have to murder that dog? And then try to kill my other one? For no reason whatsoever. Took them 8 minutes after the time that they got here for the fire department, from after the time they killed my dog, to actually put water on the fire. 8 minutes. So why was it such a rush to kill my dog? They wasn't in no rush to put the fire out after it.
And from what I understand, let me move this a little bit closer. From what I understand, you have a brother-in-law that lives down the street that is in the Walton County Fire Department.
Right there, next house over. Next house over. They know he all lives there. They all know that he could that we're family and all that stuff. They could have easily got him if there was a problem with my dog, but there wasn't. They just wanted, they was out for blood that night.
They just wanted a reason to shoot her.
Yeah, absolutely. They murdered her for no flipping reason.
1,001 dogs have been killed by law enforcement in 2023.
I can believe that.
And Bella is one of them.
I can believe that. Bella's not the first around here either. There's been other dogs.
Yes.
There's been other dogs. There's quite a few actually. Yeah, I mean, it's just sad, man. That's the kind of training we have. But then they post all these posts on Facebook about welcome these new officers, integrity, and all this other shit. But who's teaching them? The same people. Because that was an instructor that was out here with them when they was laughing and joking and all that stuff. That's what they're teaching them. Where's this integrity at? I didn't see no integrity from the sheriff when he was on Facebook Live talking shit. You know, they're talking about my past or my history, talking about me personally. What the hell's that got to do with a dog? What did she do? She did nothing.
Victim blaming.
Oh yeah, absolutely, to the fullest. Denial on their end, victim blaming me. You know, I mean, it's sad. It's flipping sad.
He said, how does the fires just don't start at 3 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon?
And the very next night, They had 2 fires in the Infuriating right over there by his damn office. That started at about the same damn time. So they don't just start that way. What was he trying to insinuate? After the paperwork says there was no foul. But yet, now all of a sudden you want to kind of insinuate some shit? I lost everything I own, my dad's shit, my grandfather's shit. Anybody that knows me knows I'd have died for that stuff. And you gonna throw my dog on top of it? No, bro. That's some foul ass shit he did with that. I mean, it was foul, excuse my language, but it was foul. I'm pissed off.
Now you say whatever you want to say.
That dog ain't never hurt a flea. Never hurt nobody, ever. Never.
Well, we can all tell from the pictures that she was just a sweet angel.
It's just sad, because I mean, officers have been here a couple times. They've seen my dog, they met my dog. Never been an issue. My dog goes down to the neighbor down the street and goes in her doggy door to hang out without being invited, and she's welcome. She goes anywhere around on this private road she wants to go because everybody knows she ain't gonna mess with nobody and she ain't gonna go nowhere other than this road. She don't mess with nobody or nobody's cats. She loves on everything. She was just a kind soul, and she should not have been taken out the way she was. She should have died on her own terms when God was ready for her, not this bullshit here. Sorry.
No. So let's talk about Athena for a minute. What kind of difference have you seen in her?
She acts up. She acts up big time. Anytime that she's by herself, she poops and pees in the house. She's never done that. Never done that ever. That's just not her. That's just not her. You can just tell she's depressed. That was her best friend. That was her sister by 2 different generations. Same mom and dad. Skip down, and that's all they ever know with each other. And she watched her get murdered and almost get murdered herself, like it was a game. That's what it seemed like to me. Like they was having fun. It was a game to them. But yet, this game that they was playing, nobody stayed around to wait to tell me about who won. Nobody wanted to say shit. When I'm here, they all gone.
Right.
If you pull the trigger on my dog, you have balls enough to stand here and fucking face me.
Right.
You know, they gonna leave a punk ass fire chief over here and want to pop off crooked. And then when I go to say something to him, he calls another law officer over there to get on to me. Like he's gonna have me arrested. On my property where you murdered my fucking dog. Come home to my house, burnt down, lost everything I owned, and my dog dead, right in my driveway. Hoses dragged over her like she wasn't shit. She was shit to me.
That's another thing I wanted to talk about. They completely disrespected her body after they shot her. After Hutto shot her.
Well, goddamn, you heard them laughing. Yeah. It was funny to them. And then you just look, did that dog come at you? Well, yeah, no, well, I kind of had, come here, girl. Really? Or come here, boy, because he thought she was a boy. Come here, boy. Come. But he's attacking? Them 2 dogs held 15 people and 6 to 8 trucks in bay to keep them from getting to the fire. Come on now. It's bullshit. They're just covering everything on their ass because they killed that dog for no reason. No flipping reason. That's right. That's why you can tell, by the way, after the fact, let me pull my gun out. I gotta get the other one from here. Really? Okay, that tells me everything I need to know right there. Y'all a bunch of assholes. Just sorry as hell and extinguish a life out there should not have been put out no time soon. She was a beautiful dog, a beautiful soul.
She was your best friend.
Man, that dog went everywhere with me. She went everywhere with me. That was my baby. From the time she was a little puppy, she was mine. I raised her. I taught her everything she knows, and she's taught me a lot. She unconditional love. Working under a car, and she gonna come sit on my feet with her back to the door of the car just to make sure I'm safe at nighttime or something. And don't move until I make her move when I'm done. I mean, come on, man. That's some serious love right there. I mean, that dog didn't deserve this shit. That was a good girl. I miss her talking to me.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you do.
She had a little attitude on her. She get a little frustrated with you. She let you know. She got her little way of talking, and she let you know quick if she's pissed off at you about something. Like tighten up. She was special.
Yeah, we know that. We know she was special.
This isn't fair.
And that's why we're here.
It's not fair to her. Fuck me. It's not fair to her.
That's right. That's right. And our rescue feels the same way. Now, let's talk a little bit about Walton County's Facebook. We've noticed that they've deleted comments that we've left, that you've left, that I've left, Jessica, that a lot of people left. Then they just delete them.
Yeah. Because our voices don't matter. We ain't shit anyway. They proved that when they come over here and they acted the way they acted. And then if you stand behind what you did, and that's how you do things. That's how y'all regulate yourselves. Why didn't y'all have somebody stay here and wait? Why didn't somebody let me know when there's shots fired at my property when my dog dead? Nobody, the person, y'all got all this integrity. Y'all should have stood on that. What y'all 10 toes down on that shit? No, they wasn't. It was punk ass shit and they hauled ass. I know 15-year-olds that's got more nuts than that. That's terrible, man. You murder somebody and just bounce, and you can't even say nothing, but you got all this integrity. Come on now. South Walton better watch out with some of these people down there. Hell, North Walton, all of us. It's sad.
We're not safe. We're not safe.
Our pets damn sure aren't safe. Damn sure aren't safe.
And I won't let my pets around cops.
I can't even let them out in the yard. I mean, it's sad. You can't in your own yard,
right,
on a private road,
right.
And I'm still curious why he's just sitting down there, watching the fire. How is he already here? What was he doing here? There's no traffic to do anything with. It's a private road. There's 3 houses on this dirt road. You know what I'm saying? What's he sitting down there for? I mean, he looked like a firebug just sitting there watching the flame go up. And as soon as the call, it wasn't even finished. Boom! He's up here. Boom! Got out the car within 17 seconds. Gets out and shoots my dog. I mean, that sounded like he was excited about that. What the hell was you doing over here just watching?
17 seconds.
Something roughly. I mean, it could be a little different. But he got out the car. You seen the video. Gets out the car, walks right up and shoots pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
She had more integrity in her toes than that any of them have in their whole body. And that was a dog. I like her better than all the people anyway. Any people.
We feel the same way, Rodney. Trust me.
Not
Trust me. Let's go back to Athena for just a minute. Loud noises. Do they affect her?
They scare the hell out of her. She'll get to shaking. She sleeps. When she sleeps, she shakes. She moans. She howls a little bit. I mean, she's screwed up from it. I mean, she's got to have some sort of puppy PTSD or something because, I mean, the damn dog can't even sleep. What did she do? Hell, she ran away and you're still busting rounds at her. I guess that's the only moving target practice you can get till you get a chance to shoot at a person.
Yeah. Yeah. Eating habits, drinking.
She don't eat like she's supposed to, at all. Drinking it's fell off some, but not as bad. But eating, she don't do nothing like. She's a totally different dog.
And
she's still in there, but she just.
Is she lethargic when she's in the room with you guys? I mean, she just lays around.
Yeah, she don't do shit. That's not her. She's always been just a fun-loving, just run and do everything kind of dog, and now she just lays down on a little bed.
Well, you know, I bring Rory because I wanted him to interact with her, and I noticed from the jump she just wasn't really into it. Now, she was wagging her tail back and forth, but I noticed when she got onto this property,
she changed,
and she's scared.
Yeah, that's why I put her in the house. I mean, you know what I mean? Put her in the camper because, I mean, it's raining outside, it's cold, she's shivering, she's scared. She don't know what to do. I mean, this is the second time she's been out here since Bella was killed that she watched happen. You know what I mean? And
this is only the second time she's been out here?
The second time because, I mean, the first time, it's too much. It's too much for her. I'm not going to put her through that.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Because you're a good man and you're a good dog owner.
I love my dogs, bro. I love my dogs. This isn't fair. They didn't do nothing to nobody. Neither one of them has ever bit anybody. Never had a dog pound called on them. Never been picked up out of pound. Never had any issues whatsoever with nobody. But now all of a sudden they're aggressive and you're going to kill them? They're flipping houses burning down, bro. Everything they know, and they're in the yard, and a bunch of lights and fire trucks. What dogs don't bark at fire trucks? You know what I'm saying?
They escaped that fire to be met with a barrage of bullets. Yeah. And Bella was sitting in one place. She did not move.
No.
She never moved from that spot by the gate.
And you know as well as I do, anybody knows dogs, you can tell by her bark that she wasn't being aggressive.
No.
She was being alarming to let everybody know, hey, there's somebody here.
That's correct.
Something's going on.
That was an alarm bark. That was not an aggression bark.
Any one of them could have walked up to her and she'd have done nothing but wag her tail and probably lick them.
Yes.
Sniff them a little bit.
Yes. Now, when your wife, Michelle, and I went in and talked to a sergeant and a lieutenant, and I blindsided them with her. They thought they were just having a meeting with me. but I blindsided them with Michelle, and I made them apologize to her. Now, in that meeting, we discussed what types of changes they were going to make. And there were all kinds of grand promises. Now, when I called the sergeant several days later, he told me that they were already working with a refuge or rescue. He didn't know what to call it. Now, you don't work with a refuge or a rescue when it comes to canine handling. You work with a trainer, a animal behavioral specialist is what they're called. So he lied to us.
Yeah, and I got another question about all that. They have to have all this training for the cops and all this stuff, but aren't they in charge of the dog pound? Aren't they in charge of the animal?
Walton County is in charge of the fire department.
Yeah. So this is the same
animal
guy.
Control.
The same guy.
That's
the
correct.
same people are in charge of animal control around here. Wonder how many dogs and cats are getting euthanized for no flipping reason.
20% a week.
For no reason.
No reason. Happy and healthy animals. 20% a week in Walton County.
Huh.
Those are pretty sad statistics, man.
Maybe our sheriff should spend more time around here instead of spending so much time at FSU.
That's
correct.
You
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Maybe we could pay more attention to some things around here.
Yeah.
But then again, you got to have integrity to stand up with what you say you do.
Yeah. Well, I noticed in a couple of the Facebook groups that you and I are both in, one of the guys that ran against Adkinson, what was his name? They said someone gutted his dog.
Yeah, I don't remember his name. It was in the video.
Yeah.
They just made that smart ass comment about it.
Right.
But yeah, it was all in one of them groups where somebody was talking about how that dude's dog was gutted.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just odd. Right?
And he dropped out of the race after that.
I don't know if he dropped out. He just lost. He just quit. I mean, I didn't follow that too well, but yeah. Because all that happened before anything came out about Bella.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it seemed kind of like it was swept under the rug until
Yeah.
primaries was over.
Well, Osborne hates Adkinson.
He should have won.
He should have won.
He should have won.
And we are going to him to have a talk with him about this.
He said on his YouTube channel, he had a conversation about it with a bunch of people down at during the vote whenever he was down there for the last voting, and a lot of people said if this had came out beforehand, that they would have changed their vote. They would have voted differently.
They'd have voted for Osborne. Yeah.
Or they would have voted for the other guy first.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Right.
This was for Alan Osborne was the right end, but the other guy was the guy that was running against him first. And,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And yeah, they told him he was talking about how everybody was saying that they would have changed their vote. They would have changed their mind about him. But now you go on their pages, everybody's, all right, Sheriff, everybody's doing great. And they do some good things, don't get me wrong. There's some good cops on Walton County Sheriff's Office. There's a couple that I know of.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? But they're few and far between.
Right.
Show me different.
Right.
Show me different.
And as a rescue, I have to work with these guys sometimes.
Yeah.
So I have to have some kind of relationship with them. But after this,
How you trust them?
I can't trust them. I've stepped back.
I mean, look how they did you at the courthouse.
Yeah.
I watched that.
Yeah.
I mean, why all of a sudden you can't be there when you've been there before? Many times.
I've been there many times, and
now all of a sudden you can.
with the media, with an investigative reporter, Claire Jones,
Yeah.
interviewed me on those courthouse steps with my sons. All right, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the Walton County cars that you guys see often around the hotel, following Michelle, following you.
When we had that when we met with the first reporter that we met with, I met with that lady right here at this little restaurant. First thing she said to me when I told her about somebody following, she goes, "I know there was a cop sitting on the end of your road when I come take pictures of your house. Why is he sitting at the end of my dirt road? It's a private road. Why is he sitting there?" And that came from the news lady. So I mean, she saw it and made a comment about it. It's crazy. I mean, parked outside the hotel, just chilling right in front of pointing at an angle where the only thing in line with their window is my room. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You can't go anywhere without seeing them popping up. You know what I mean? Or just mysteriously follow you out of nowhere, come up, follow you right on your bumper. right on your bumper, to the point you putting a little piece of paper on my bumper until I hit my dirt road right here. And then they want to act like they're going to slow down and stop. But then they haul that wrong and haul ass. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what is that? What are y'all trying to do?
Well, they know there's a lawsuit coming.
Oh, yeah, it's coming.
They know there's a lawsuit coming.
And they're deservingly so. They know they did wrong, and they're just trying to cover their ass as best they're doing. As much damage control as they can try to do. Let's blame this guy. Let's blame everybody. Look at him. Look at the dog. My baby's buried over here in the corner of my property. You know what I mean? I have to go over there and dig a little hole so I can put her favorite potato chips in the hole, just so in my mind to think she can have some again. I mean, and they over there, everybody's happy and hunky-dory over there. You know, everybody having a good old time. Every time I come on this property, it kills me. It kills me, because all I can see is her laying dead in my flipping driveway, and her laying over here right now buried in the corner where her favorite spot she liked to poop. It's not right, it's not fair. And these guys they didn't get a slap on the wrist. What the fuck was that? Excuse my language. What was that? One guy loses a little bit of pay. Come on, man. Y'all know y'all can work around that. How are we going to know anything that changes in there? Or, you know what I mean? What are we going to know? I mean, come on, man. That's a crock of crap that a bunch of sheep-ass people is believing. If you believe that, I'm sorry. You're a sheep. I mean, you ain't paying no attention to what's really going on. That's my opinion of it.
The level of disrespect that those deputies showed you, your family, and that and Bella and Athena, was so egregious. Words can't describe.
It was chicken shit. It was chicken shit. I stand on my statement. If they thought they was in the right, they would have just stayed. Why didn't they stay? Why didn't they? Would they have have a report with me right there? And let's tell this guy what we done. You know what I mean? If they was in the right and my dog was doing so wrong, why was there not one police officer here? When I get here, there's not one police officer. But they had all these jokes about it. You know, left her laying there dead so the fire department can drag hoses over her. But yet, y'all can't stand on 10 toes and be here when I get here?
The sheriff in his live said that he tried to reach out.
He never reached out to me.
Correct. And that was a lie. And then he said, we should have apologized.
What's an apology going to do anyway, though? I mean, yeah, okay. Why didn't they reach out and apologize? Why didn't they stay here when they shot her? But what's the apology going to do at this point? I mean,
it's not going to bring her back.
It's not going to bring her back. And it's not going to bring back the trust or the hurt. I mean, god dang, man. I mean, to me, Walton County Sheriff's Office, the majority of them carry and conduct themselves like a gang, like a street gang, like a Blood or a Crip. But let's go put these guys in jail. If I had shot their dog, you know what I mean? I would have been in prison for the rest of my life. But they come and kill my dog for no fucking reason. And listen, nobody, it not happening to nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's all gravy because, hey, we got this badge on our shit and we can say what's up. Because we run shit. We're the gang around here. We're the boss. You ain't shit, so shut your mouth. That's basically what it boils down to. You know what I'm saying? And you mess around and say something about them. Oh, now all of them got to mess with you, right? You know, it's all it is gang tendencies. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no damn sense. It makes no damn sense. That their dog's not more important than my dog. My dog is just as good or better than their dog. I mean, I don't think that's fair at all. You can murder my dog and walk away from him with just a pat on the butt or something. Hell, I didn't get that. Yet I kill your dog, I go to prison for life for killing an officer. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. And they've been hiding, and it's not just Walton County, there's a lot of places. They hide behind that bullshit. They hide behind that badge, and we can basically do what the fuck we want. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. Well, I mean, when are we going to start doing something about it? I mean, God, everybody, do you know how many people, there's so many people in this country that have pets? I mean, how would you feel if they walked up in your house and just shot your animal? You know, killed your fish, you know, did whatever, ate your fish, did whatever the hell they wanted to do to it, and just walked out and said, fuck you. That's basically what they're going to do. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. Well, there's something you can do about it. It's time everybody stands the hell up. They got to change this shit, man. Our lawmakers need to do something. There needs to be some kind of guidance. Where the fuck is Ron DeSantis at? Because I damn sure I messaged him several times. Never got no reply. Never got involved. Never said nothing. I ain't heard nothing from him. Where's he at? Where's all the lawmakers at for this? I mean, because these animals are, they got souls, man. I mean, they shouldn't be treated like this. It's bullshit. I'm sorry, brother. That shit just pisses me off, man. The more I think about my dog and the way they carry themselves and conduct themselves like they're above the law or above God or God themselves, fuck that bullshit. They have no right to hurt somebody's animal. That's like walking in. I feel like they walked in and kicked my kid right in the fucking teeth, and I can't do shit about it. And that's not cool, bro. That's a horrible feeling as a human being, but as a man to have in your heart is that they walked in and killed my kid, and I can't do shit about it. They ain't being prosecuted. I can't retaliate. So I just got to deal with it. Fuck me. You know how many other people have been fuck them too? Well, how about we start saying fuck them? Excuse me, I'm sorry, bro, about the language.
No, you say how you feel.
Time for a change, bro. Laws need to change. Laws need to be put in place. There needs to be a statewide mandate on how these things are conducted and handled. You know what I mean? It's not, you're not just killing a dog, it's just a random dog. You're killing a part of somebody's soul. You're killing a part of them. I'll never get that part of me back. I've had several dogs in my life, but I've never had one that I was attached to like Bella. That was my dog. That was my doggy soulmate to say. I mean, she was amazing. And they just ripped that from me for no flipping reason. None. There's no logical, reasonable explanation. They can say what they want to say about the fire and this, that, and the other. Oh, and we had to duck out. There was explosions. Fire extinguishers explode. You were in the fire department. You should know that, dumbass. I found the fire extinguishers in the yard. We had 3 of them. Boom, boom, boom. All blowed up. Looked like just tore apart. But there was explosions. We don't know what's. Come on, man. Come on. Just own up to the fact y'all fucked up and fucked us. Y'all fucked me up. Y'all fucked my family up. Y'all fucked my dog up. I mean, this is bullshit. And not so much as an apology. I take the one cop that apologized the night that when they called the law on me for wanting to get mad, want to jump on the fire chief. He was a decent person. He apologized straight up. It wasn't his place. It wasn't his place. They had the balls to laugh at my house burning down. They had the balls to laugh at my tragedy and murder my dog and laugh about that. But you ain't got the balls to be here when I get here. I wouldn't be able to go home and face my kids tonight. I mean, I just killed a part of somebody's soul, killed a family member. And I'm gonna go home like everything's fine for my kids. Like, hey, daddy's home. At least daddy made it home tonight. Yeah, the big bad dog almost got you. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get out of here, man. There needs to be better training than that. And that was a training officer on scene laughing about everything. I'm pretty sure he's the one that drew his gun and said, I think I can hit her from here. That's your training officer? Somebody needs some better training.
If Deputy Hutto was standing here right now,
he couldn't be standing here right now. I got nothing for him. I'm glad he's been transferred.
What would you say to him?
I got nothing to say to him.
Griggs.
I said what I need to say to Griggs. All I don't say to him about that night. That's why he called the law. They know there's nothing I can do other than fight like this. Because really, I'd like to take him out behind the barn and beat the fucking brakes off of him, to be honest with you. I mean, just being honest. I'm not saying I'm going to do them shit like that, nor would I, because I'm not ignorant. But at the same time, God, I would love to. How would they like if somebody just walked in their house and just snapped their kid's neck or something? I mean, it's basically the same goddamn thing. That was my child to me, man. I've raised her since she was a puppy. You know what I mean? I mean, every step she's ever made, everything she's ever done was right there with me. And they just took that from her. Took that from me. For what? But they wouldn't like it if it happened to them. I'm sorry, this shit pisses me off so bad. And I'm trying hard to keep my composure, not crying, all that shit. But it's bullshit, man.
Well, this is why we're here, man, to tell the world what happened.
You know, people saying, man, I don't know if you should say anything because they're going to come after you. And I can already see some shit. But what I'm going to do? This is all I can do. So I got to do this. I got to say something. I got to do something. I can't act no other way. So I got to act as intelligent as I can and hold it together for as long as I can and go after them this way. At least and make changes. I mean, somebody out there can step up and help us make changes for the sake of other animals, so this doesn't happen to some other family. You know, some dad having to explain to his kid, not only you lost your house, buddy, but your dog was murdered too by the good old boy cops. Come on, man.
We need better training. We need
better officers.
We need better officers. That is correct. And we need to visit Tallahassee and talk to our district reps in the face. They're not answering my emails.
No,
they're not answering my phone calls.
Mm-hmm. They ain't responding to nothing. They ain't got nothing to say about nothing because it's not them. Now, if things make it in the news, it gets broadcast all over everywhere where, you know, people know about it more. Oh, then all of a sudden, God dang it, we're gonna be gung ho for something. You know? Come on, man. I'll take it though. I'll take it. Jump on board anytime. Anytime you want to jump on board, jump on board. But something's got to be fixed. I mean, it's got to be fixed, man. They carry themselves like a lawless bunch of hooligans when they're supposed to be the law. I mean, who does this? I mean, we live in America. Are you serious right now? I mean, this isn't a third world country. This isn't. This is crazy. I mean, and then the kind of people that carry that he says he hires with integrity. And this was just, he didn't know it was going to be said in public. This was a private conversation. Well, your fucking integrity is supposed to carry you over in the dark too, brother. When there ain't nobody else around, that's when your integrity is supposed to really kick in. But where's that at? No, but it was okay because it was a conversation not meant for the world. But it's showing his heart, it's showing his soul, it's showing who he is, that devil he is, to his body and soul right there. It shows right there who he is.
And it shows that community that he is now patrolling
Better
is
lock your
not
dogs up.
safe.
Yeah.
You better lock your dogs up.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure, I'm good old Mr. I'm not, come on now. First time he gets hot-headed or somebody says something, or he's going, I mean, what's going to stop him? Nothing's stopping nobody so far. This has been the same ongoing thing. And you know, and I know, that if they had actually listened to that body cam audio, they'd have never released that shit to me. Somebody made a mistake, and I wonder if they got fired because that went. Nope, they just went to the part where it stopped and they shut it off and just sent it out.
Right.
I'd have never got that audio. They'd have covered that shit up like they're trying to cover up everything else. I'm not supposed to believe that. You're trying to cover up everything else, cover everybody's asses, lying about shit. But you, come on, man.
Right.
Y'all just crooked to the core. It seems like. Show us different. Show us different. Get out in front of this. Help us make changes. Do something about it then. Instead of sitting back and blaming everybody else and being a bunch of asshole pussies. Come on out and step up on the fact that you fucked up and make changes. Not say we're making changes. Hide it from the public changes. Make changes. Fire that motherfucker. He deserves to be fired.
Hutto, Gunn, Griggs deserves to be fired. Adkinson.
And if that can't happen, why the sheriff needs to step his ass down.
That's right. He should have stepped down for lying to the general public on Facebook.
You know, I hate to say that because he's done some decent things for the community. You know what I'm saying? He has. I mean, but I have to call it like it is. He has. But at the same time, this wipes all that shit away. Anything good you've done, bro, this is your legacy now. What are you gonna do with it now? Your legacy's fucked. No matter how much you want to act like it's not, you want to out of sight, out of mind. It's not out of sight, brother. It's coming. So what are you gonna do?
Well, you heard him say, in 6 months, people are gonna forget about this. No, they're not.
No.
Because we're gonna continue to
It's
fight.
been damn near 6 months, ain't it?
Right.
Ain't nobody forgot about nothing. I'll never forget about this to the day I die. I mean, this is tragic. I mean, it's like coming home and seeing my son laying there in my driveway dead with bullet holes in him and hoses drug over him. Like his life wouldn't be nothing. I'm sorry, I know people might want to say they can't relate that to a child and shit. Yes, it is, bro. If you want a dog or a pet, you understand what the hell I'm talking about. That's your kid, that's your baby, that's your child, that's your best friend. If it's not, then you don't need to own a dog. You don't need to own a pet if that's not how you feel about it. I mean, that's where your heart should be with it. And I mean, there's way more of us than there are of them. And if we all stand together, we can make some changes. And I mean, how many more animals got to pass on? How many more animals got to be murdered in cold blood and just swept under the rug like they ain't shit? How many more families has got to be hurt? I'm a big man, I'm a grown man, but how many more me's got to be hurt? I didn't deserve this shit. I didn't deserve this at all. Nobody does. So, I mean, maybe we can make a change together. Something.
That's right. And we are. We are.
I appreciate everything you're doing, man.
Yeah, thank you, Rodney. I'm in it until the end.
I appreciate that, brother. A lot of people say stuff like that, but you've been right there, man, and I appreciate that.
Any last words?
No, I think I pretty much said everything I need to say.